All right, next we have ordinance 784, an ordinance of the town of Easton prohibiting retail establishments in the town from providing customers with single-use disposable plastic bags and providing for exemptions from the prohibition and penalties for violations. We've had significant comment and time spent on ordinance 784. Gentlemen, it is eligible for a vote tonight.
Make a motion to approve.
Yeah, before we go, I just
Yep.
would like to read something. If you guys bear with me just for a minute.
Okay, you don't want to do a motion in a second, then discuss
Yeah,
it?
it can be up for comment if you want.
I'll second it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Okay. Appreciate it.
you're welcome.
So I want to take a few minutes to explain my position on the need for the plastic bag ordinance. This is going to bring a major change to the town, and as a result, residents deserve to know why it was made. So when I first heard of the plastic bag ordinance, I was like, why do we need one here? Then I started doing my own research on it, and as a result, my opinions on an ordinance quickly changed. The overall goal is to reduce the amount of plastic in our community and in our waterways. Every piece of plastic ever produced that hasn't been incinerated is still with us and will be for centuries to come. It takes 400 to 1,000 years for plastic to break down. So for example, if the Pilgrims had invented plastic, it would still be with us today. Now what about recycling? The town of Easton, along with most municipalities, won't take plastic bags because they get stuck in the sorting machines and disrupt the recycling process. The only way to truly recycle a plastic bag is to take it back to the store, which only about 5% of plastic bags are returned. Some are reused for trash or to clean up after animals, but the vast majority still end up in our landfills, in our waterways, or are shipped overseas after just one use. We are a community that depends a great deal on the bay and rivers. So when the president of the Talbot County Watermen's Association came forward asking for this ordinance, we were all listening. The Tredevan, the Miles River, and the Chop Tank all have part of their headwaters in Easton. Reducing the plastic that ends up in them will only help to improve the bay and its estuaries. But why just plastic bags? They're not the only environmental issue facing the area and its waterways. The truth is, there is plastic that is absolutely necessary and plays an important role in bettering of life for human beings. Think of all the medical supplies that are plastic and essential to our daily lives. Plastic bags are a convenience, they are not essential. By reducing our use of plastic bags, we can lessen the impact of the plastic that we can't do without. The second piece of this ordinance calls for a 10-cent fee on paper bags. Why can't we just replace plastic with paper? For starters, it would be a major financial burden for businesses, especially small businesses, to trade one convenience for another. Second, paper bags pollute the environment. The production and transportation of paper bags have more of an impact than plastic bags. The 10-cent fee will be kept by the businesses to help offset the cost of the bags. It is not a tax collected by the town. The fee is to incentivize customers to bring their own bags. If you bring your own bag to the grocery store, retail stores, or downtown shops, you will not pay anything. For those businesses that have concerns, I want to assure you, and we want to assure you, this is not being set up as a gotcha policy. We want this to be a success, not a reason to go after stores. This is not a perfect solution. Rarely when something is done for the environment is it convenient. This is, however, a doable solution. It will reduce our consumption of plastic and will incentivize us to reuse the bags we already have, both of which will help improve our community and the waterways nearby. And that's why I'm glad to be able to second the resolution. So, thank you.
Any other comments, gentlemen?
Yes, I have comments. If we refuse to see the consequence of our actions, as long as we ignore the ways we have contributed to the devastation and loss, as long as we don't stop to hear the earth weep and the people and the animals cry out, we will not turn from our ways and do what's right. Simply, God help me to see how my actions and lifestyle lead to the destruction of earth, water, air, animals, and our vulnerable community around the world. Wake us up so we all can learn to do good instead of cause harm to our community.
How do I follow that up?
I know.
No, I just wanted to point out to those who have not been involved, this initiative started almost a year ago. Actually, it started a couple of years ago when one of my neighbors brought it up to me, and I walked it around. Nobody wanted to talk about it. So this has come a long way. We've tried and looked at every possible way we can do it, all the research. I think this represents our best effort to start this thing out. And to follow up with what Don said, the 10% paper bag, the idea is to be like me. I now have about 20 reusable bags in the trunk of my car. Now it's costing me money because my gas mileage isn't as good, but that's the idea behind it, is to get people to use those things instead of doing the other, and it's not a heavy lift. As limited as my mental resources are, if I can figure it out, anybody can. So I'm fully behind this one.
Ms. Cook? I just want to thank the 5 ladies who initially contacted me to talk about this initiative. And I give them a lot of credit for all of the actions that they've taken, the people that they've brought on board as partners, and sitting in the audience and watching how legislation is made, kind of like sausage. But more than anything else, we've come together, and as a council, we all agreed that this was necessary. It was just a matter of making sure that we did what was necessary to have legislation that made sense, that was good for everybody, and I'm glad to be part of that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. I can't really follow up what the gentleman said with anything new to say, but except a heartfelt thank you for all of those, and to the gentleman up here. We put a lot of time into this. Obviously, Plastic Free put a lot of time in, so thank you. And ordinance number 784 has been moved and seconded. Mrs. Ruck?
Mr. Silverstein?
Aye.
Mr. Donatello?
Yes.
Mr. Engel?
Yes.
Reverend Davis?
Yes.
President Cook?
Yes. We haven't been applauded for much lately, so thank you. Appreciate that.
President Cook will be available to have an interview if y'all
Yeah.
want to talk.
In combination with ordinance 784, we have resolution number 6155, a resolution of the town of Easton setting the fine amount for violation of the prohibition on retail establishments, providing customers with single-use disposable plastic bags. Resolution number 6155 is eligible for a vote.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Does anyone have anything else to bring before the council this evening? It's left off the agenda. Yep.
I'm Marion Arnold. I live in Goldsboro Street, and I'm part of Plastic Free Easton. And I want to give you a heartfelt, bottom of the heart thank you for passing the plastic bag ordinance. Also telling you thank you for Elaine Tama, who unfortunately had to be away on vacation and could not be here with us. I want to say thank you. Our Plastic Free Easton would like to say thank you. For the members who are here, I'd like them to stand up. And our supporters as well. If you have a reusable bag, wave it around. There we go. Thank you.
Great job, everyone.
Awesome supporters and an awesome team. Thank you so much. And I just have a few short words.
Okay.
Thanks to Mayor Willie, Council President Cook, and the members of the town of the Easton Town Council for your leadership and your concern for maintaining a healthy and cleaner environment here on the Eastern Shore by taking action to reduce plastic waste where we live. A plastic bag ban is by no means the end of such pollution, but it will affect an important and harmful source of it here. Thank you to council members for hearing our supporters, the Talbot County Watermen, our environmental leaders at the Chesapeake Bay Foundation and Shore Rivers, the Talbot NAACP, our supporters from the business community, and all those who live and work in Easton who took the time to come to the public hearings, and all those who sent letters of support of the ordinance to the council. Sorry, I'm feeling emotional. Getting rid of plastic bags at the checkout counter seems like a simple idea, but it's really a big deal. Congratulations on taking action, and thank you again. Plastic Free Easton looks forward to partnering with the town of Easton during the rollout period to April 2nd, 2023 and beyond. Thank you. Thank you.
So I want to thank Plastic Free Easton for the persistence in working diligently to show our community how the community and the government can work together for enhancing the quality of life in the town of Easton. I'm so grateful and kind that maybe after tonight, I won't get 30 emails and 400 calls, and that I should get some happy